welcome back to the 20th episode. I can't believe we've done 20 videos of preseason diaries, but it's been absolutely fun. You guys are still loving them, so I'll still keep doing them. So in this video, I came here with a goal to focus on a couple of players, but then the goalpost absolutely changed when I saw Nick Daicos was back out there, getting a little bit of a taste of it here, and Tommy McGuan was there as well. So this video is going to mainly be Tommy McGuan and Nick Daicos, with a bunch of other stuff sort of chucked in, but they were the two players that I mainly focused on. You'll see a lot of Finn McCrae as well. I'll talk about him a little bit later. Well, he's right here just then. And we did some match sim. I wouldn't say it was match sim. It was chaotic scenario simulation, and then right at the end for about half an hour, then they started getting into a bit of full ground match sim. But the chaotic scenario transition simulation stuff was really good to look at. So we'll start off with Nick Daicos. It was incredible to see him back out here. I thought he might have just been here for 20 or so minutes, just doing a couple of easy sort of exercises, but you can see him here. He's running through. You'll see him a little bit later, not hitting full pace, but getting close to pretty much full pace. Tommy Mitchell made an appearance, so this is the first time we've seen Tommy Mitchell on the ground for so long. So I was absolutely stoked about this. He's off his bike. He is in shoes, so he's not in boots yet. But look at that. It brings a tear to a grown man's eye when you see Tommy Mitchell after that sort of adversity he's gone through with the injuries these last couple of weeks, to come out and show us this.
What do you want me to do? Get with someone in the Australian Open.
It was really encouraging to see Nick, get low for the ball, kick the ball, do a couple of lateral movements that hasn't been in the gym, so we haven't really been seeing a lot of that. But now we're seeing him get into his stride, and it just tells me, like what Dr. Ethan Alul, the osteopath, was saying, that opening round shouldn't be a problem. It's going to be an achievable goal, and 17 other clubs are crying watching this footage at the moment. People were saying that he'll be out for a year and he won't play for months, and he's looking pretty good. You'll see him get a little bit to pace here. One thing to notice about Tommy McGuan is he is so quick. You'll see him right here in Nick's group. Look how quick he is. Like, I know I said Nick's not hitting 100% full pace, and obviously Tommy is, I assume. But Tommy is absolutely quick as a fox, and he's going to be that sort of, at the moment he's playing that inside mid, a little bit on the wing as a midfielder. I'm not sure where he plays when we sign him in 2026, or draft him, sorry, at the end of this year. But it's going to be really interesting to see. Another amazing father-son.
You are not smoking any of these players, mate. Shoot! Oh, can I get it, please?
Look, I don't want to be that guy, but I'm still just a little bit unsure on Finn and where he sort of lands with the club. And I know he'll have to put his paces through the VFL. They have moved into that half forward line, so think of it as like the hybrid Taylor Adams role, half forward, maybe pushing into the middle a little bit. It's going to be pretty interesting. It's his last year of his contract. He hasn't really sort of put his foot down and impressed me these last 20 training sessions. Here I'm trying to use slow mo, seeing if that looks any good. I think it looks alright. But yeah, so Finn, he just has to do something just a little bit more at training, because even this training session he was burnt a couple of times with players not passing to him when he was open. Then he had a fumbled mark and a bad turnover during the match sim. So maybe he's just down on a little bit of confidence. Hopefully with a few VFL games he kind of strips back into it.
Like, do you know how many meetings we can make up the Will.
Morning, how are you?
Reps really good. So right.
Good. I was just seeing Zemmy's any.
Football the top.
With the rehab group, Sullivan was pretty much in the rehab group the whole day. And it looks like it might be his calf or something. We don't really know. But he's running pretty well. Nick Daicos and Josh Daicos, they were going in and out of rehab. So was Jordan DeGoey. But Geordie pretty much trained all day as well. And he looks just ready to absolutely send it.
That was the day, like it was a big news.
So this isn't a Collingwood magpie. It's a magpie lark, actually. And I thought it was really cute. So I took a video of it. So a couple players that really impressed me today that I've got a little bit of footage here and there. Oscar Steen, they're trialing him more as a forward. He'll still play forward ruck, but a lot more forward, and he's starting to take a big grab. You remember probably at the start of, or towards the end of last year, I said he hasn't done anything that sort of excites me or doesn't look like he has that much enthusiasm. How he goes about it now, clunking marks like Darcy Cameron, which is really, really nice. And without Mason Cox there today, it sort of let Steen and Ilaru Smith just sort of flourish a little bit more. Dan McStay, he's probably going to kick 40, 45 goals. He was just marking absolutely everything. I feel like they're playing him more as a deeper forward and let Brody Myercheck stream up the ground a little bit, but that's also interchanging as well. Bobby Hill, I don't have the footage of it, which I'm spewing because I can't record, the whole thing because my phone overheats, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, he ran from, we'll say half back, not that he's going to be playing half back, but when they were doing match sim, ran from half back, took 3 bounces into the middle, passed the ball, got the 1-2, and then hit someone in the forward line on the chest. So maybe there's a world where Bobby Hill pushes up the ground a little bit higher because of that speed and because of that explosiveness. And speaking of, he's the man himself. I think Will just gave away a 50. Another guy that just keeps impressing me, and I shouldn't be surprised by now, is Dan Houston. He was just, if Dan McStay was marking every single thing that was coming to him, Dan Houston was just hitting every single bloody target. Again, I didn't get the footage because I'm spewing, but he hit, I can't remember who it was about a 40-meter kick, and it was just sort of like a stab path, but it flew over a couple of players, and the mark was taken just at about half forward. It was just fantastic. He's going to elevate us just to another level.
What did they just do? Fuck.
God, I'll be devastated if Chris gets injured before.
I know, breaking that record.
Yeah.
Do you reckon you will get? Don't say that.
Yeah, Jamie! Jamie, Elliott! Yeah! Hey, you said that you were going for. Yeah, go right, go right.
Oh. Oh, he kicked it!
Nice. He's even rode on the packs.
Mate, he's incredible. See here, Will Hayes just standing his ground, taking a really good grab. He has just come on in strides these last couple of sessions. I think he could be in line for a smoky debut sometimes this season. Of course, we need to see what he's like in VFL and maybe these practice matches as well. But he is just absolutely done incredibly, and I'm really, really stoked for him. And yeah, out of the three at the moment, he's probably just edged himself a little bit closer to a debut. This is some of my favourite bit of footage coming up of Harry Perryman in the middle. I think with no Tom Mitchell, Harry Perryman goes straight into the middle. Anyone who's sort of got him, in the half back line or back or something like that, yeah, he might play there for like 5 or something minutes, but he's going to be a predominant midfielder. He hasn't been training with the backs pretty much at all. He's only been training with the mids, so you need to get him in the midfield if you're going to pick your best 20 players. And that's pretty much all she wrote for training. They did a couple of kick-to-kicks at the end of the session. it's a long weekend, so they won't be training on Monday. Next training session apparently is Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday next week. So keep an eye out. I'll post about them once I know about them. But yeah, subscribe if you haven't. Chuck this video a like. I've got a lot of merch coming out, so keep your eyes peeled on that. But until next time, like, comment, subscribe. I'll swoop you later.